Hi guys, this is Jasha and Katie from Ginger Wellness. We're coming on to talk to you a little bit today because there's a lot of things going on with GLP-1s behind the scene. Everybody's having, a moment. And I'm going to tell you guys something that we firmly believe. We don't even necessarily need these GLP-1s, Katie.
Nope.
And the way that we even use them in our office, if you remember, we want you off of those. We've only used them as a boost, right? But I want you guys to have a good understanding of what's happening, because what we see, it's political agendas. We have some fighting going on between big pharma and compounding pharmacies. And the reason that we see that happening is because RFK is putting a little pressure on our big pharma to lower their prices, right? So we see some of those prices lowering, but not even to the point to where what we're able to even offer. But we see those lowering, so now they want to take it from the compounding, because when they have to lower their prices, they're losing revenue. So now they got to find other revenue. So they want to take it away from compounding. That's what we're seeing. This is a political game. It goes back and forth all the time. There's a new lawsuit filed every other day, and we just have to watch it closely. You guys know that I only believe in it to use it for a boost. Absolutely, and we have many other boosts that we can actually use. Yeah. We're going to be changing our weight loss program a little bit because, the biggest thing that we find is your gut health. That's the problem, and it's more functional medicine. Even when you guys come and book an appointment for weight loss, you don't realize that it's a functional medicine appointment, and everything that has to do with weight gain and everything you're experiencing is due to a lack of functional medicine, a lack of nutrition, a lack of gut health, and a lack of good organic food. And when we realize that, and we can help you metabolically, and we reverse these things metabolically, you just get healthy, and you don't need GLP-1s to do that, right, Katie?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you know me, I'm a little pretty cautious when I use my GLP-1s, just as you are, and we stay on the low dose. But for a lot of my patients, I don't use GLP-1s. I use herbs instead to help boost metabolism and fix the gut. It is harder though, because as the patient, you have to work a little bit harder to see the results, whereas the GLP-1 is nice because it does give you that boost, and then you see the weight coming off, so you're more motivated, right, to keep going because you see the changes. It's really hard when you're making big changes and you're not seeing big results.
Part of the issue that I see though, because I'm torn by this, because when you see what's happening and they're banning, compounding and things like that, we have a lot of problems in the wellness world too, and we don't realize it, because you have a lot of places that pop up. They want to sell you a GLP-1. They want to crank you up to the highest dose. They just want you to lose weight. And what we're realizing is that's making you worse hormonally in the future.
Yeah.
And you're going to be so unhealthy. And what I tell my patients is that even my favorite patients to use it on is our food addicts, because we don't realize we're addicted to food, and we are. And the chemicals that they place in their food have addictive properties that cause that. And so the reason that I use a low dose GLP-1 is because it fights those addictions and allows us to break those addictions. But the number one thing that I tell my clients when they come in for weight loss is that your idea is to come in our office and you say, give me this, I don't want to change a thing, I just want to lose weight. It's never going to work. And I truly don't want you here, because that's not what we do. My goal is to get you living your golden years. And so if you walk in and you say, okay, I just want the med, and then you leave and you take the med just to suppress your appetite, consider this, because our problem is a nutritional deficiency. And so right now, Americans are eating about this much food that has about this much nutrition in it. A few decades ago, that would have been how much nutrition? About that much. So when we do calorie restrictive diets, fad diets, and we just cut that diet in half, what'd you just do to your nutrition? So now you know why your hair's falling out, and why you have no energy, and why you have brain fog, and why you feel awful, even alongside losing weight, guys. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. And that's why I really only like it for our big food addicts, that we have to just retrain and do some psychological development, because the biggest part that we've missed is the psychological aspect, in my opinion.
Yeah, and overcoming just those food cravings too, which for a lot of my patients, when you crave sweets, I always say that's yeast overgrowth.
Yes.
And so I treat yeast first, and that helps with a lot of those sweet cravings. So there's other things that we can do to help stop those food cravings and kind of change diet when you are a food addict. I mean, I get it. That food is meant to be good.
Yeah.
It is good. I get it. But yeah, there are definitely things that we can do herb-wise, vitamin-wise to help you change that. You don't have to have the GLP-1. So don't freak out if we can't get it and, you know, things are changing or maybe it's going to be too expensive for you. There are other things that we can do for you to help your weight loss. Because like Jaysha said, it's not just the GLP-1s, it's your gut health, it's your liver health. There's a lot of other things going on. Maybe it's your thyroid. There's so many other things contributing to your weight loss or inability to lose weight.
And that's why we can't just simply be one of those online pharmacies that just says, call us, we'll send you a med, good luck. Yeah. You know, we're not being healthcare providers when we do that. And when you go get those things online and you're not seeing a provider, we're not looking at your labs, the biggest problem that we have in healthcare is that we're not treating patients anymore. You know, we're creating revenue streams, and that happens in the wellness center as well. So as we even navigate what's happening in the world of wellness, and we're realizing that functional medicine and nutrition and chemicals matter, we also have to consider that we can't let wellness flip to the curb of what traditional was doing, because you're gonna see these brand new packages. Here's a wellness package. I think I saw one not too long ago where they're sending out like certain antibiotics and things for wellness packages in people's homes. And don't do it. Stop. You know, look for that provider who understands these things, and that we want to have conversations, and that we realize that we need a little science too in some areas, and it's because we've done some damage with what we've done, but we're here to help reverse it, and because we are passionate about having you live your golden years. We don't care if you drop 50 pounds in the next 3 months so that you make our facility look good. That's not what we're looking for. We are looking for a slow lifestyle change into improved health so that you can vacation with your grandkids, you can roll on the floor with your grandkids, and that you're not living in a cardiologist office and a GI office and your rheumatoid office over and over when you finally retire. So that's our mission here, and understand that we're going to be making some new programs, and even we will send prescriptions to pharmacies, and we will get whatever we can get, whether they're part of your lab work that we need to get done, imaging that we need to get done, or medications that you need. If we can get them covered under your insurance, we work hard on that, and we will be doing that in the future, even if we can get you a GLP-1. If there's a big enough reason, we have heavily insulin resistance, you know, we can get that pushed through as well. And there's also going to be a lot of availability for patient specification of meds. We don't quite know what's exactly going to happen yet, but just like I said, we're not really that worried.
No.
Because it's about this much of what we use to actually take care of you.
Yeah. And that being said, so GLP-1 is a peptide. It's semaglutide, tirzepatide.
And we're starting a huge peptide program.
Yeah, they're not the only peptides. There are other peptides that help boost weight loss that are specific for abdominal fat, especially for our women, that help hormones, that help metabolism. So, I mean, semaglutide, tirzepatide, they're not our only options.
No.
And so, yeah, there's no need to worry, like Jaysha said. I mean, it's just a small amount of what we do, and there are certainly other options to use to help boost your weight loss.
Yeah. So come see us at Ginger Wellness and watch for us, because we're going to be updating you guys about how these programs will kind of morph a little bit. We'll probably have a cheaper monthly to where you guys can see us monthly for weight loss, you know, and our nurse can help. Our Jody, she's amazing. So just know that we are continuing to do what we do. We are not worried about these GLP-1s. I know that a lot of you are, but we have to also realize that one of the biggest problems in the American culture is that we've always wanted that quick fix.
Yep.
And we have got to learn to navigate away from that and realize that it's a lot more about organic than it is about anything else, and quit listening to the bad science and the bad madness. And luckily we've got some help on our side now, so we're not as stressed about it.
No.
As we used to be.
I always tell my patients, you didn't get this way overnight. You are not going to be healed overnight. It was years of bad eating and bad choices that got you to this state. So you can't expect after 1 month that your body's going to be totally healed, right? Years of damage. It's going to take a long time. And sometimes even for people who are doing everything right, it takes a year to get fully healed. I mean, that's normal, and it's hard, but as long as you're improving, I mean, just stick with it and stick with us. You didn't get that way overnight.
No, we did years of damage, guys. We've done years of damage. So keep an eye out at Ginger Wellness, because we are going to have some programs that you're going to love. We've got our bungee coming. Mystic Studio's about done. We're going to have some exercise ability. Jody's going to be an amazing bungee instructor. So we can't wait for those things. You will even be seeing Katie, you know, stepping into Ginger Wellness as helping me in a practitioner role. I know a lot of you know what I do as the other side. I love being a health advocate. And the biggest thing that I see with health advocacy is that in these systems, in the medical system and even in the justice system, we've made words so big that we make the general population think it's so hard to understand that you just got to listen to what I say and just do what I say and that's it. And then you get ran through the mud. And a lot of the times, I really want to work on my health advocacy side. So you're going to see Katie kind of stepping in, helping me with my patients. And I think it's going to be amazing. I think you guys are going to love Katie. She has a lot more knowledge than even I do on Chinese herbal medicine, and I love it. I've told her I got to sit down with her myself. So I think it'll be great for us. Keep an eye out. We're going to keep you updated about everything that's happening. And if you want to get on our schedule, call us. We want to get you healthy, and now is the time.
The other thing before we go, our health fair.
April 12th.
April 12th. Come down to Ginger Wellness. The time
is going to be 9 to 3. And for those of you, because there's a lot of small farms that are open on Saturdays, because the idea behind this is that we are going to create an environment that's going to bring resources to the Wellness Center. And that way you guys can go around and see all of your options, because we need clean laundry detergent. We need clean cleaning products. We need clean food. And then we have, several like Fire Ridge Farm Stand, and we have Better Bonds, and there was one that you were posting about yesterday that's making the tallow skin cream.
Yeah.
There's so many resources that we need. We got to start getting our resources locally, and that's why we're doing this. And so come on April 12th. Check us out. We will be on this side to give you all the answers for the functional medicine and the weight loss aspects. And the other things that we do. And then we'll have vendors set up that's going to show you some organic options, local organic options that you can switch to that's just going to make you that much healthier.
Yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
for pointing that out.
Yeah.
So call us at Ginger Wellness. Get on our schedule today. We are here to get you healthy.